So I just wanted to say that out loud to people who may be finding my channel. If you're in a relationship and you feel like, I don't know if this is what God has for me, I'm really seeking truth regarding that. I really do want to know what God thinks. I would encourage you to, number one, make sure that you have the type of relationship with God where you can ask him yourself and get an answer. That's the number one thing, because I don't care whose YouTube channel is. I don't care what book it is. I don't care what video it is. If you can't hear God for yourself, you are screwed. And that's just the truth. I will say this: when I was engaged, I was in a predicament where I knew who God was, but I didn't really have a relationship with him where I could hear him. And so I didn't have that luxury of just going to God and asking him myself, because I didn't know how to hear him. And so even though I did ask him, it was like, I just didn't know how to hear him. And so if he would have answered, I would have not known. And so I did ask him, but it was like crickets. I didn't hear anything. And so I was like, okay, I'm going to go ask my pastor. And at the time, let me just tell you, you need to hear God for yourself. That's all I can tell you, because I got the green light to continue. And this is what I was told. Now, mind you, at the time, I had two pastors that spoke in my life. One of them, was a man of God, and he really had his head on straight. And the other one was suspect. And so the other one, literally the response that I got was, if God doesn't specifically say no, it's an automatic yes. Now, that is absolutely heresy. Okay. If anybody tells you that tomfoolery, do not listen, because it's not the truth. If God doesn't say anything, you need to sit yourself down somewhere and don't do nothing. Just literally do not move until he speaks, because that is just a recipe for disaster. And so because I couldn't hear God, and because I already was in a relationship that I didn't ask God about to begin with, and I was basically doing my own thing, which is why God was silent, because he was like, listen, you've been in this relationship with this person, you've been sleeping with this person, you didn't ask me my opinion then, so why you want to ask me my opinion now? And so he was silent on the issue, because he already knew that I was going to do what I wanted to do. And so when I got that piece of ungodly counsel, that was the, answer that I was looking for, and I went full steam ahead. And so if you're in the position that I was in back then, and you feel like, you know what, I love God and I don't want to make a mistake, I don't want to marry this person if it's not the person that God has for me, really sit back and be honest with yourself. Why didn't you ask God what he thought before you started dating that person? Really be honest with yourself. Really think to yourself, is God really Lord of my life? Am I really letting him run things for me? Or am I running it myself and then asking him to come and bless it? Because if you're in that predicament, let me tell you right now, you're not ready to get married to nobody. And you need to dump this person immediately. Not because there's anything wrong with him, but because you are not ready. And your relationship with God is more important than your relationship with any other person on this planet. And if you are sketchy on your relationship with God, if it's flimsy, if you don't know how to hear him, I'm telling you, you really need to get that together, because trying to get married to somebody and trying to hear God about a marriage is the least of your worries. I mean, have you looked around at this world right now? It is falling apart. It's going to hell in a handbasket. You have got to be able to hear God on everything, not just on who to marry. Once you marry that person, then what? You can't hear God about where to live. You can't hear God about what job to take. You can't hear God about, raising your kids right. If you can't hear God, how is he going to be Lord of your life? How's he going to lead you? So, I just wanted to put that out there. If this is a place where you feel like I have wisdom regarding relationships and regarding, marriage in general, not just divorce, I would definitely encourage you that, to continue listening and to subscribe to this channel, and to share it with anyone else that you feel like, a lot of times we'll have people in our lives that they're in a relationships and we are just like, why are you with this bum? If you feel like you have somebody in your life that's like that, send them this video. Share it with them, because, it can be really hard to be the bearer of bad news sometimes. A lot of times people they don't want to hear it. they just can receive it from a third party more than they can receive it from you sometimes. And so I encourage you to share it to anyone. My goal is to help people not be in unauthorized marriages, whether it's somebody that's already in one that needs to get out, or if it's somebody that's dating somebody and that's, has their life on the train track and it's about to hit them. And if I can be the person that gets them off the track and says, all right, this is not what God has for me, I need to get out of this relationship, I'm all for it. So I just wanted to put that out there to anyone that, if you're one of those people and you are looking for godly counsel regarding your relationship and you haven't had it before, I encourage you to subscribe to this channel. And I thank you to you guys that are subscribed to this channel that are not, married, are not divorced, not going through divorce, but you still enjoy the content on this channel. Shout out to you guys, and for you, commenting and letting me know that you enjoy the content. Until next time. Hi, my name is Amanda Nicole, and I'm a Christian life coach and divorce survivor. I'm passionate about seeing Christian women discover and participate in their God-given destiny. Many of us have had our destiny derailed by an ungodly marriage, which has left us broken and hurting. We stay in verbally, physically, and emotionally abusive marriages for fear that God will be mad at us, or that we'll ruin our kids' lives if we get a divorce. Most times, these fears are based in unbiblical scare tactics. I'm dedicated to shedding light on these lies and helping you experience freedom through divorce. My online school explores the truth about marriage, divorce, and the Bible, and I offer one-on-one life coaching for those who are seeking godly counsel unique to their specific situation. To learn more, subscribe to my channel, enroll in my authorized divorce online course, and or visit my website and book a 1-hour coaching session with me. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for your support. Please consider leaving a comment, sharing, and liking this video. Also, this channel content is made possible by generous subscriber donations. To donate, use the link in the description.